What is liquid malt extract, LME, for partial mash brewing? Imagine turning simple ingredients into a flavorful beer right in your own kitchen. That's what partial mash brewing is all about, and liquid malt extract plays a big role in making it easier and more fun. Liquid malt extract, or LME, is a thick syrup made from malted barley. The barley is mashed, which means it's soaked in hot water to break down the starches into sugars. Then it's lautered or strained to remove the solid grains. The liquid is boiled down to remove most of the water, leaving a concentrated syrup full of fermentable sugars. This syrup is then packaged and sold in bottles or cans, ready for brewing. In partial mash brewing, LME is the main source of sugars that yeast will turn into alcohol and carbon dioxide. It gives your beer its body and helps determine the flavor and color. You also add a small amount of specialty or base grains to add more flavor, color, and fermentable sugars. This method is a middle ground between extract brewing, which uses mostly pre-made syrup, and all-grain brewing, which relies solely on grains. Partial mash brewing is popular because it combines convenience with creative control. It's perfect if you want to learn more about mashing grains but don't have the space or equipment for a full all-grain setup. When you brew with LME, you usually add it after steeping your grains. You put the grains in a mesh bag, steep them in hot water like making tea, then remove the grains. Next, you pour the LME into your boil kettle, bring everything to a boil, add hops, and continue with your brewing process. LME comes in different types like light, amber, and dark. Light LME gives a milder flavor and color, while dark LME adds richer, roasted notes. Because it's pre-converted, you don't need to worry about enzyme activity or starch conversion, which makes the process simpler. It's a great choice for small spaces like kitchens and for brewers just starting out. Using LME in partial mash brewing lets you make more complex and flavorful beers without the full effort of all-grain brewing. You can experiment with different grains and recipes, giving your beer a unique character. For example, a typical recipe might include a few kilograms of LME and 500 grams of caramel malt for sweetness and color in an IPA. After mashing your grains, you add the LME, boil with hops, cool the wort ferment, and then bottle or keg your beer. In short, LME is the workhorse of partial mash brewing. It provides most of the fermentable sugars and a solid base for your beer. Combining it with a small grain mash gives you more control over flavor and makes the brewing process more engaging. It's a great way to grow your skills and enjoy crafting your own beers at home.